The mean, median, and mode are three ways we can try to summarize a data set in just a single number. Each one has its own uses. Perhaps the most commonly used is the mean. Another word for mean is average. When we think of average, we think of adding up a whole list of numbers and then dividing by the number of items on the list. The mean is a very simple concept to understand, but the mean can be thrown off quite dramatically by a few rogue data points that lie a long way from the rest of them. To find the mean of these 18 data points, well, we're going to add them all together. Take your time, make sure you do it correctly. And then, when we have the sum, we're going to divide that by the number of data points. In this case, we're going to divide by 18. And there's our mean there. The median of a data set can be referred to as the middle number. In other words, there are as many data points below the median as above it. That means to find the median, we're going to have to order our data. In other words, we're going to have to write it out again, starting with the smallest to the largest. The median is a far more robust measure of the center of your data than the mean. The one or two data points that will throw the mean off will not affect the median. The median really does this because it excludes everything but the middle section of your data set. Now, that's great in some cases, but it might not always be a good thing. So use the median with care. Now, once we have our ordered data set, we simply find the middle number. For an odd number of data points, the middle is going to fall exactly on a data point. That's your mean. If, in this case, the middle falls between two data points, then simply take the mean of those two values. Finally, the mode is the most common entry in your data set. It's the most common number that you see. The mode is the only one of these three measures that can be applied also to qualitative data. For example, it makes sense to think of the most common brand of washing machine, but you couldn't do a mean calculation on such a measure. Also be aware that there may be more than one mode. If this is the case, it might be a good idea to list all of the modes. Data can be bimodal, meaning two modes, trimodal, meaning it has three modes, or multimodal, meaning it has lots. In this case, you can see we have two modes, so our data is bimodal. Okay, so that's a quick overview of mean, median, and mode.